Now, I've been walking around at the Delft University of Technology for quite a while, actually. I started a bachelor in industrial design engineering, missed the technical and the medical aspects a bit, so I switched during my master's to biomedical engineering. At the moment, I'm working at the University Medical Center in Utrecht as an innovation valorization manager at the medical technology department, where I assist clinicians and researchers in the process of innovation and valorization. So we try to bring an idea to a product, and we do it by cooperating with private partners or by creating a spin-off. I'm a fan of discovering new cultures and seeing other parts of the world and to get to know new food cultures as well. I like to do sports, especially football, padel, skiing. And I used to play football on a professional level before I started studying. There was already a lot of research done in the field of steerable needles for different applications and different organs, for instance, for the liver. And these innovation, I thought we're still quite far away from clinical application. So we worked on the idea to making a needle that's very simple and fit easily in the current clinical workflow. It was not about serendipity this time, but it was years of building up knowledge and defining the right boundary conditions actually to come to this idea. So it was really an incremental innovation, an incremental development. So we designed the device at the manufacturing facility at the TU Delft, and we performed verification tests, preclinical validation tests in the hospital, bench testing, and we did all the work to eventually do clinical testing in the hospital with 10 patients. So we compiled the whole technical file to do so. And right now we need to make the clinical protocol so that the device can be used in clinical practice. But yeah, hopefully this will happen soon. Filing in the EMDD in itself was not the hard thing for me. It was actually the systematic thinking that should be applied when you design and you develop such a medical device. And performing the risk analysis with all the experts and the testing, planning all the testing itself. That's what makes time. And beside what makes it, made it very challenging at that time was that the manufacturing facility at TU Delft didn't have a suitable quality management system in place. And this is, I think in total, it cost me 1 to 1.5 years to do it all, but it was in parallel with performing my research, of course. So it was not doing it full time. But yeah, that's a rough estimate. So yeah, most of the work I did myself. Project management, the design, setting up meetings with the experts, and of course the experts for the risk analysis, and they were involved for performing tests as well. The experts for instance doing bench testing were involved. And the manufacturing was performed by the manufacturing facility of the TU Delft demo. So if I look at the challenges and the surprises, I think the new way of thinking, systematic thinking, and uh, writing, not the academic writing, but really for compiling your technical file, it's very different, and that takes time. If you want to develop a medical device for clinical tests, you have to do a lot of iterative steps. So you have to go from input to output risk management, verification, validation, and that every time again. And in this case, it was for an investigational medical device. So it's under the Article 82 of the medical device regulations. And if you want to bring a medical device to the market, so you want to commercialize it, and you want to do it under CE certification, then yeah, you have to deal with Article 62 of the medical device regulations, which is a bit harder. Don't try to do this all by yourself. There are experts in the field. Search for an institution that has a quality management system in place, such as the ISO 13485. Then you can perform clinical research with an investigational device, which will be approved by the medical ethical committee much faster. So be pragmatic and involve the end user in every stage of the process as well.